Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. El Paso. El Paso is up next. Whew. I can't believe this. Never, ever, ever, ever would have guessed that this would be the season where we'd finally break through. Our O-line is worse than it's ever been. Our defense is obviously pretty tragic. But we are. Yes. We locked down 4 new members of the secondary. Mike Thompson, Maurice Smith, Aaron Robinson, and Steven Davis. We also get Bubba Sims for the defensive line. Unbelievable. Number 6 in the nation, your San Antonio Roadrunners. Showing up as number 8 when it comes to the postseason, the bowl game situation. But the coaches poll has us number 6 in the nation at 9-0 with El Paso up next. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Davis still isn't up there for the Heisman, but whatever. And in terms of the conference standings, we're neck and neck with Southern Miss, who are number 5 in the nation. I didn't even notice. But we have the tiebreaker on them. As long as we don't slip, we're going to a conference championship game. The remaining schedule. Oh my God, look at how many close calls we had too. How many one-possession games. East Carolina and Tulane. After El Paso, but we can't look past El Paso. We simply can't. Any team could get us. Unbelievable. In terms of recruitment. We have the lead for Coker. We're falling behind for Mason. Gamecocks out of nowhere. Yeah, we lost a lot of points there to the Gamecocks. We are going to offer Mason a scholarship, I think. We're probably going to be out for him. We're in the lead for Lundy. We're out on Kyle Hester. I'm going to keep fighting for him. We're way far behind, but I'm going to keep fighting for him. I'm going all in. Lester, I mean, you're trash. What about Dan the Man? Okay, we're in the mix for Dan the Man. So from here, it's time to go back to the prospect list and just look at the best available and try to join the conversation. So that is where we are at. If there are any good players left, and honestly, enough players are locked in, we will actually just sort by lock percentage. If there are any good players left under 50%, in terms of, we'll start at 3 stars. I mean, except for kicker, I mean, even then. But in terms of 3 stars, we're going to, at the very least, take a look here to see if we can join the conversation late. There aren't that many 3 stars left, but there are going to be quite a few 2 stars. Yeah, this is where it's like, all right, let's just see what extra talent we can bring in regardless of position to try and really step up in terms of class quality. There are quite a few 3 stars that are left, so we can start scouting these guys out, knowing that the targets we already had on the board are fine. So we don't necessarily need a quarterback, but hey, we might as well look to see if any of these guys are amazing, and we get XP for scouting. If we were going to go after anybody, it would be Freddie Woodard. So we'll leave him on the board. Running back wise, Chris Thompson's back. Didn't automatically get him, but we are in the lead for him. Wideouts. Chad Dunlap, Michael Holman. Not bad. Marcus Martin. Okay. We'll be looking at Michael Holman at wide receiver. Let's go back. All that's looking good. Again, on the O-line, these guys get max points. Defensive end. Probably not. We already were looking at Avery Spencer. We'll start putting points on him, though, probably. Paul Irvin, we don't have a hope in hell. We don't have a hope in hell for Paul Irvin, but if he's good, we'll keep fighting. He's a 65. We don't have a hope in hell for him at that point. Linebackers, we're looking okay. Derek Potts looks great. Dominic Williams isn't that bad either. We're going to fight for both of them. Matt Walker at corner is pretty tragic. We already have quite a few additions to the secondary. Kicker and punter we really don't need. And based off of other spots, we're not going to bother. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes left. In terms of new additions on the board, obviously we have 2,400 points. You divide that by 6, well, it's 400 because the math is pretty easy on that one. So we are going to go 400 points. We're going to go max points on Derek Potts. He's way too good. He's way too good. So let's actually reassess that. Derek Potts is way too high of an overall to not max out those points for. 3, 4, 5. So we'll divide that by 5. 340 points per person to get Derek Potts that extra bit. That is worth it to me. So 340 is the game plan there. And we'll see how that works. But recruitment-wise, we're shaping up for 2 phenomenal classes in a row. Number 6 in the nation against El Paso. Again, like every week, we're superior on paper. But will it matter? Going to the Sun Bowl. Jesus, we basically have the same damn uniform. Basically do. We'll have them in their all-home orange, and we'll go with the road whites. We've barely seen the jerseys, in fairness. In fairness. Whew. Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
Glad to have you with us in the studio.
Pressure's on. Pressure's on. Shadows of Wake Forest. Don't you fucking come in here, Macho, and mention Wake Forest. I still remember fucking Wake Forest from Boston College. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Oh my God. Whew. Okay. Can we keep it going at the Sun Bowl against El Paso? We'll call tails. We'll kick it away. No wins, so here we go. Come on, boys. You can do this. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. It's so early. It's so early. I refuse to get confident early. We have seen crazy second half comebacks. I just refuse to get overly confident. It's still the first half. 37-8 at the end of the first. And just like that, it's 37-14. Hello, Nuge. How are you? Oh, God, that score is closer than I want it to be, but we do have them doubled up. We're going 10-0. We're going 10-0. We knock off El Paso. We're going to Washington. 47-22. Another no-touching victory. I'm telling you, Davis's arm is going to fucking fall off at the end of the season, but until then, oh my God. Whew. Nuge, I presume you know why I hit you up on Twitter. I'm trying to organize things. I just wanted to see if you were around. 47-22. We are 10-0. 10-0. I don't know which game, but I'm here. I mean, I presumed hockey, but FIFA might. I mean, it's been a while since FIFA. But yeah. For now. For now. 2 games left. Eastern Carolina. Eastern Carolina. Oh my goodness. Whew. Are we going to move into the top 5? Are we going to lock down any new recruits? Oh, God. Okay, no new recruits. Still in a fight for Coker. Number 4! Number 4 in the nation for the San Antonio Roadrunners. North Carolina, Texas, Stanford, and Michigan are ahead of us. And Army, the motherfuckers. Oh my God, that's in the college football playoff situation though, but there we go. Just Stanford, Texas, and North Carolina. Nuge, gameplay-wise, it has Madden-esque tendencies. But again, there's a reason why I play it, even if it's not this. This is the NHL 14 of its time. It has some pretty glaring faults, but is it probably better than what we've had recently? Yes. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. 5-5 East Carolina, and then our old friends in Tulane. We have 13 scholarships left. Where do we stand? Woodard, we're still in the conversation. Thompson, we're in the lead. All right, can we lock down wide receiver Michael Holman? He's only a 3-star, but we add Michael Holman as a wide receiver. O-line, Kyle Hester, it's still looking rough, but we're going to fight till the bitter end. Same for Mason, same for Dan the Man. We're going to fight until the bitter end for these linemen. It's us in Texas for Javon Coker. We're in the lead for Lundy. We are 100% out on Avery Spencer. Let's just not even waste points there. Linebacker, we're probably out for Derek Potts, but I'm going to keep fighting. And Dominic Williams, we're going to have to keep fighting for him as well. Colonial, thank you again for the raid. Okay. Let's get Lundy scheduled. And now we're pretty much at the point where everyone should be able to have max points. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I didn't send Coker the... no, Coker has a scholarship, yeah. The only person who doesn't have a scholarship right now is Dan Huggins. Derek Potts, which... let's offer Derek Potts the scholarship to close the distance. And then it's other guys that I feel like we could get in the first place, but you know what? Let's go for Woodard. Let's go for Williams. Let's not worry about the Saban factor with anybody except for Dan Huggins. Because we're gaining. We're gaining big time. Okay. East Carolina. We are better on paper, but we still have to earn it. We've had a devastating loss or two to East Carolina. We'll put them in the all-purple as always. Go with the road whites. Here we go. Whoo-wee. Okay. Any good gameplay sliders for franchise in the NHL? Operation Sports is still probably the best way. There's people that are very much dedicated to that. I haven't tinkered too much this year. Oh, no, 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 no. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at how small that supporters section is right at the very end. Dowdy Ficklin. We'll call tails. And again, we win a coin toss. Here we go. Eastern Carolina to try and improve to 11-0. Again, I refuse to get my hopes up. We've seen too many comebacks. I know we have a lead early. I'm not getting my hopes up yet. There's way too much game time left. The entire second half. Oh my God. Come on. Warrior a little bit, yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. We are one win away from an undefeated regular season. 54-20. No touching over East Carolina. 11-0. Davis threw the ball 83 goddamn times. Touchdown interception ratio wasn't great. He's running, got some playing time there at the end too. Oh my God. Shout out to our fullback Popcorn McGillicuddy who got his first touchdown. Again, our two starting running backs went down, so we had to go all out passing, but it's worked. We don't have to worry about his pro career. We don't have to worry about it at all. What happens to him after college? Fuck him. It's not our problem anymore. It's us and Tulane in week number 14. Final game of the regular season. If we win, we'll have a conference game to play, and we're guaranteed a bowl game at this rate as well. Oh my God. 54-20 over East Carolina. Oh boy. Okay. Oh my God. Hickenbottom High Noon goes to level 36. We lock down DeMarcus Lundy while Michael Mason locks us out. Coach of the Year finalists. A lot of award finalists. Number 2 in the nation. Your San Antonio Roadrunners. Oh my God. If the season ended today, we'd play Texas for the national title. It's us in Texas. North Carolina finally lost. Oh my God. Oh my God. Southern Miss has lost. We're going to the Conference USA Championship game no matter what. We have them on tiebreaker. But we play this game knowing we might actually have a shot at making it to a national title game out of absolutely fucking nowhere. Nick, thank you very much for the gifted sub. Oh my God. Again, Davis still isn't in Heisman contention. The other awards, we'll see if someone wins it. I don't really care about where they are in the voting. In terms of recruitment, we're still fighting like hell for Coker. I should be able to unlock Michael Mason. And we will. We will continue to fight for Michael Mason and Hester. We're tied for first for Dan the man. Come on, Dan. Okay, Dan did an auto sign. We're still probably out for Derek Potts, but I'm going to fight for him until the bitter end. And everybody else, we're looking pretty good. We could technically add in 1 or 2 more players. They'd be 2 stars. But we'll see who's out there. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. I mean, that defensive end, he's a terrible rating. Another wide receiver in Mario Baker. Defensive tackle, we've already looked at before. Oh, honestly, we can add him back. Shout out to Mike for the follow. Appreciate you. Woo! Whew, I am anxious right now. Oh boy, am I anxious right now, man. Let's check out Lawrence Hill, Jeff Norwood. Brian Burke could be there. I mean, the guy's name is Brian Burke. Got Mike Brown at wideout, who is pretty fast. Mike, I don't recognize the name, but I feel like is Wolverine Studios not the Maximum Football deal? I played the first one. I got to be honest, I wasn't overly impressed. I appreciated the attempt. Sorry, I'm focused at the moment. Let's look at Reggie Hughes. Jeff Long is pretty fast, but his rating might suck. Let's look at the JUCO in Watson. Got Montgomery. Other safety who's probably a super low rating. Okay. We got a few more guys that we can scout out here. See what we're dealing with. Defensive tackle Jeff Riley. We already know all about him. We're pretty far behind. Lawrence Hill. Honestly, if they're under a 60, I'm going to remove him. Jeff Norwood is at least a 60. Burke is already scouted. Matt Payne. 61. Not bad. Reggie Hughes. Not bad. Hello, Joe. Joe Watson. Let's start talking to him as we find a late gem of a safety. One more game in this regular season. And as I've said every time we've played them, it's a team that we, once upon a time, turned into a national title winner. We won multiple titles with Tulane. And they are the last thing standing in our way before conference and maybe, just maybe, something bigger. It's a tough matchup, but we know what we have to do. We'll put Tulane in the roads. Here we go. One more game. One more game to get it done. Whew.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA
Can we do it?
NCAA Football 14 pregame show.
Can we do it?
By Nissan. Innovation that excites.
One more game. Number 2 in the nation, your San Antonio Roadrunners against the Green Wave of Tulane. One win away from an undefeated regular season. We win the coin toss, and as per usual, we'll Belichick it away. Oatmeal should be back soon. If not, he's back in this game. We'll see. Regardless, the running game is secondary. It's Tulane threatening to score. It's a low-scoring affair so far. 10-6 is the score at halftime. 17-6. 17-13. 24-13. 31-13. 31-19. An undefeated regular season for San Antonio. It's a no-touching victory, even though we're going to hop in to see it through, because I want to make sure I see the celebration. An undefeated regular season. This game, just when you think all hope is lost, suddenly things go your way.
Get in there!
Hell of a screenplay. Jesus, that guy's still going. Oh my God.
To see that hard work reflected in the box score. He should be very pleased.
Final 20 seconds. We will go to the Conference USA Championship game for just the second time. First time we made it, there was a bit of controversy against East Carolina, but we ultimately won that game. An undefeated regular season.
Get in there!
The defender had his hands on it, but it's
1 second left. Oh my God. Could it be an all Texas final?
he heaves it deep. Wow, you just got
And that'll do it.
They come up with the stop of the ball game.
San Antonio runs the table 12-0.
Finally over, but it took the final gun to end it. 34-19.
Rigatoni Beefaroni with 3 touchdowns. Player of the game.
We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA.
And we'll see you in the conference championship game. Oh my God. I cannot believe this. This team was dead in the water. 70. Wow, Davis sucks. 3 touchdowns, 4 picks. Maybe we should stop having him throw the ball so much. Dimmadome at fullback worked as our primary running back. Oh no. Oh no. We all 3 of our starting running backs might be hurt. Maybe we do bring back Imedians. We might need him. We might need him. Oh my God. Hip bursitis for Larson. He's out too, but not for long. Larson and Oatmeal should just about be ready to go. As we head to the Week 15 bye week, and then a conference championship appearance for the second time here in Conference USA. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't think Texas lost, so I don't think we'll move up to number 1. But we control our destiny. Our offensive coordinator improves. Number 1! Yes! Number 1 in the nation! Off the floor on the board. From no hope to number 1. The Roadrunners of San Antonio. Oh my God. We'll put points for the offensive line. We are number 1 in the nation. If Texas loses to West Virginia, my God, but we're not quite the unanimous number 1. But Texas is dominating the football world right now. We could very well lose it if they win next week, but for now, let it be known. Number 1 in the nation. We're still fighting like hell for Javon Coker. Still fighting for Michael Mason, even though it doesn't look so good. Still fighting for Hester. Number 1 for Dan the Man. Still pretty far back for Derek Potts, but we're not going to give up. Number 1 for Dominic Williams. Number 1 for Chris Thompson. And number 1 for Freddie Woodard. From there, we're starting to put up a fight for Joe Watson. We're probably out on Jeff Riley at defensive tackle. But let's offer all of these dudes scholarships. We might be able to land Brian Burke. We do not. But we'll offer these dudes scholarships to try and close the difference while we put 700 points on Joe Watson. We got people who are ready for visits this week, including Kyle Hester, including Dan the Man, Dominic Williams, and Chris Thompson. This should secure at least a couple of those guys. Oh my God. Conference Championship Week coming up. I don't know if we'll be number 1 in the nation when we get there, but we might be. We might be. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Dan the Man! And Chris Thompson as well. Still number 1 in the nation. And 1 win away from a national title game if we can beat the University of Alabama, Birmingham. One win away from a national title game against Texas because they don't play. If we win, it's an all Texas final. Roadrunners v. Longhorns. UNC's quarterback still leading the way. Oh my God. The bowl projection right now. Texas and San Antonio for the national title. Texas, who has won a national title recently. Oatmeal is still listed as questionable, but Larson's back at running back. Oh my God. Oh my God.